Hi everybody, this is Rob and Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby. Well, ARRI sent over their Gamma 370 trainer for us to take a look at. And Kurt, this one's is a little bit different than what you would normally see in a standard across-the-board trainer.
Yeah,
for a couple reasons.
The size, for one, it's a size we don't see a whole lot. I mean, they're out there, the models are out there, but it seems like when a manufacturer pushes a trainer, it's either a micro trainer or it's a little larger or a little more involved trainer. This is kind of cool because it's right in that Park Flyer slot. It's an ideal Park Flyer size.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's a little different. Hey, you can order an optional upgraded wing. It's an aerobatic wing, which gives you aileron controls. The RTF version we have sitting here is a 3-channel, and the Gamma 370 ships is a 3-channel.
Yeah.
Then you can do an upgrade on the wing and even a brushless power system.
Yeah.
So
and this comes with the geared 370.
It's geared 370 power brushed motor. They don't call it a progressive trainer, but I'm going to. I have no problem. I have no problem saying it.
I think
we have operating latitude here. This is our tape. This is our bench. Operating latitude. It's a progressive trainer.
Yes, it is.
Not from a control or a flight assistance perspective.
No,
like
not
we see
at all.
progressive trainers that have flight assistance on board, auto leveling, and kind of softens the control. You have full native control of everything here, but you can kind of grow with the plane a little bit.
This allows you to progress to the next step. How's that?
It's still got progress on the words in the title. I think we're good.
Why don't you get into some specs for us?
All right, let's take a look at the specs of the ARRI's Gamma 370, the RTF and the RFR. RFR is ready for receiver. They shipped the RTF version over to us. Wingspan is 38.6 inches. The length is 30.6 inches. All up weight is 16 ounces. The installed motor is a 370 brushed motor, and also it ships with an optional use prop saver, so you can, if you don't want to tank the landings and break off your prop. Battery is a 1000 milliamp 2S 7.4 volt LiPo, and that's included with the RTF. It's required for the RFR version. The charger is a DC 2S 7.4 volt LiPo balancing with an AC adapter. It's included with the RTF, and it's required for the RFR. The transmitter is a 6-channel 2.4 gig that ships with the RTF, and of course you supply your own radio system for the RFR version. The onboard electronics for both is a brushed ESC and 2 9-gram sub-micro servos, and of course the RTF ships with a receiver required in the RFR. Available options we mentioned, we can have an optional aileron equipped wing for full 4-channel control, and also the optional brushless power system that includes the mount, the motor, and the ESC. The motor is a 370BL 1250 kV. The ESC is an 18 amp brushless ESC, and then of course the 8x6 slow fly prop that comes along with the little hotter power plant. So those are the specs. Rob, you did the build. Go ahead and walk us through what people can kind of expect out of the box.
All right. Well, out of the box, you're not going to find a ton of parts to overwhelm you. If we start with the fuse does come with the cowl already attached in the motor, all the electronics on board. You've got your receiver, your servos, your linkages are hooked up. If you go to the tail section, you've got your horizontal and your vertical stabilizer that are 2 separate pieces. Those are basically snapped together and then get mounted onto the fuse as 1 unit. Our main wing comes in 2 pieces. We've got a main spar, or joining spar, I guess you could call it, and then your 2 wing halves. And as far as assembling the wing goes, they offer a couple of suggestions on adhesives. You can go anywhere from 2-way tape, CA, or epoxy. We chose to go with 5-minute epoxy, just as a preference for us. Now, keep in mind, if you choose to do something other than the epoxy, the CA, or the 2-way tape, the center piece that goes on the main wing, which basically is normally on it when you see a plane like this, it has this, is to protect the foam from the rubber bands.
Yep. It's a stiffening joiner a little bit.
Exactly, and this one actually comes with some extremely sticky 2-way tape.
Yep.
And so they're using that as part of the structural member of the wing, which would help greatly if you chose not to use epoxy.
Absolutely.
As far as the assembly itself goes, like I said, the tail goes together with 3 screws. You do have a package of hardware that you're going to see quite a few pieces in there that you probably won't use on this because of other upgrades available. Your landing gear slips in, gets a bracket on it and a couple of screws. Put your prop on and put your nose cone on, and then mount your wing, and on this particular plane you're ready to go.
Now, one of the unique features about this as well that we learned quickly is there's a little red button on the side.
Yes.
What is that, Rob?
The red button on the side is for people like myself that don't like to keep their arm out of, it's self-destruct. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. No, what it is it's a safety feature, which is actually pretty smart. I was surprised when I saw it. It's a good idea. What it is, it allows you to plug your battery in with your radio on, and your motor's completely disarmed, basically, or the ESC is disarmed until you push that button. And it's a unique feature. It's a smart idea.
Especially for beginners. It's
Definitely
nice.
for beginners.
They can mess with all their control surfaces and make little linkage adjustments and the power plant stays.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
We always recommend leaving the prop off if you're going to do that. But
Yeah.
Aries is taking the extra step to add that safety feature in there, which is pretty cool.
It is cool.
Well, all we've got left on ours is to charge up our 7.4 volt 2S1000 milliamp LiPo and see how it performs. Make sure you come back for part 2, the review scoring.